quarterback.
Oh, there's a goal. At least I thought he was gonna until he blew it.
You know what people don't like? Refball. It's annoying, it's meddlesome, and it takes away from the beautiful majesty of the games that are being played. You know what people also don't like? Paying the equivalent of your soul to go to said games. Fortunately, you can throw a challenge flag by the name of SeatGeek to help you out. It's an app that aggregates all available tickets on the resale market to aid you in your quest for bargain hunting. It sorts all tickets from red to green on a 1 to 100 scale. Before you buy, you can get a view from where you'll be sitting. There is no refball on tickets here. Hell, you can get a boost by using the code word TREE to save $20 off your first purchase with the app. The NFL may continually get in its own way with its policies, but you know what doesn't? SeatGeek. That's at least one thing you can count on. This is what the college football ranks would call the win padding game, where the superior team brings some weak cannon fodder to their stadium to get the ever-loving shit kicked out of them to tens of thousands of fans. The benefit of college is that those teams are paid to be ass-fucked on national television. The Colts are not. As they serenade themselves pretending that they have a rivalry with the Patriots, New England not only grinds their dreams of relevance into dust, they also further compound their ridiculously long injury report. Even though Indy is lined up and shot into a mass unmarked grave, they find the time to poster and overly celebrate a first career interception. When down by 14. Gotta love those priorities for a dead team, don't ya? The Denver Broncos are the little engine that could. They are the team that most people overlook as a potential playoff contender. The hill that is the Jets is short, but an obstacle nonetheless. I think I can, the Bronco engine cries. The engine then overheats, explodes, further combusts, and leaves the Bronco on the side of the track simulating from the heat. Denver's trip to MetLife couldn't have gone any worse than it did. The offense mastered the art of the 3 and out, and the defense gave up so many big gains you think they were at the gym. Isaiah Crowell officially made Mile High his bitch. I do not exaggerate, the Broncos got fucking wrecked in a game they needed to win. The engine will be overlooked once again. Same as the Jets. So far, it's looking like another bungling from the masters of the bungle themselves. The Dolphins have come to Paul Brown Stadium and have reclaimed their relevance with a 14-point lead at the start of the fourth quarter. But then, something incredible happened. The Bungles reverse engineered their trademark bungling and cast it upon the Dolphins. Ryan Tannehill, like an expectorant, coughed up the ball for a pair of touchdowns. The precious narratives are dying. These are not the Bungles that we have known and mocked. I feel there is only one explanation. Marvin Lewis made a deal with the devil and became a sorcerer. Think about it, why else would Cincinnati have brought him back? Pack Arena, you're headed to a motor city that is all but dead in the water. This should be a breeze for you guys. This breeze begins with an easy punt to... Why the fuck would you go anywhere near that ball? Pretty hard to stop a team from the end zone when they're at the 1-yard line. The Packers do more of that Aaron Rodgers bullshit for a long drive. Only for the usually reliable Mason Crosby to whip the field goal attempt. Fun times. How does your defense being as empty and barren as Green Bay on a Monday sound? Aaron Rodgers does more of that. So much for a blindside blocker. Enjoy the great field position, Detroit. Their D hold the Lions to a field goal. What is the logical response? Missing another field goal. Come on, Mason. Okay, the D did something this time. Can you at least score points? Mason Crosby doesn't seem to think so. He misses yet another field goal. I'd go into witness protection, Mr. Crosby. At the very least, you didn't miss another field goal. You fumble Ruski before you even get in range. He'd have probably missed anyway. Green Bay finally realizes there's a football game they need to win and score touchdowns. They say fuck it and go for 2. For the next 2 touchdowns. The Pack Arena scores another TD. Let's give our kicker some confidence. Or not. Crosby is literally doing everything to shake off the yips, even changing his cleats several times. He dons the golden sombrero by whiffing on another field goal. Jesus, this is the kind of game that destroys a career. Good news, Crosby made a field goal. Come on, it counts for something. No wonder why Aaron Rodgers is openly questioning the organization. The classic Titans-Bills rivalry, where every painful Music City miracle is matched with an immaculate 35-3. The name of the game is the field goal, a deliciously meager staple of the Titan diet. Buffalo may have scored a touchdown early, but that's roughly all either these teams would muster. It was one of those scrummy defensive games that is ugly to both play and watch. Tennessee has taken the lead late with, yes, a field goal, but Buffalo is charging and has a chance to win.
Good snap, the kick is good!
The table shall burn and be broken throughout the night. This game is the standard procedure from the Ravens over the past few years. Look dominant one day on offense, then proceed to return to a team jammed in neutral thanks to stout defending and ineffective play. Just the usual things, a fumble here, an elite interception there, and a bunch of punts in between. Cleveland even scored a touchdown. And misses the extra point again with this shit? The affair is as mucky as Cleveland felt after last week's fucking, but there's a chance for their first Sunday win since 2015. Greg Joseph can take this baby home. Oh right, of course he missed, because nothing good could ever happen to this organization. I don't even have to go further, I already know the Browns are going to lose.
Dude, they won.
Cleveland won.
Yeah, they won on a field goal.
I don't believe you. I'm taking 10.
What do you want me to say? Cleveland won. That's that.
Come on, even I can't believe that bullshit. Brownie points for effort, though. You almost had me fooled there for a second. The derp is reeling, but they still have hope that a win can thrust them back into the playoff picture. Yes, OBJ is taking a public shit on Eli during an interview, but he is still the man who can lead them out of the abyss. Right after the rest of the team stops following suit. A little trickery from Odell should help. Damn, no wonder why he's making that cash money soon. Good enough, Eli can take over and throw meatballs to the defense. And then the Giants get to experience the glories of refball yet again, extending the Panthers' drive and granting them a touchdown. Look everyone, Odell! And yeah, they got the lead too. They have to try for a 63-yard field goal. Let's kick back our feet and relish in 2 victories.
Ball is placed down. Gano from 63 yards out. It is good.
The refs don't even let the G-men do it to themselves. They just get straight fucked. Carolina got a pretty hefty bailout there. Here it is, folks, the game of the week. A clash of the sexy new powers of the AFC. A duel to the death as Jacksonville shoots itself in the face. About 6 times. Blake Bortles went back to that wonderful 2016 vintage today. You remember that year for him? The one where he treated the football like it was infected with plague and willingly gave it to the opposition ad nauseum? We didn't even have to get closure for Jalen Ramsey's shitposting about Tyreek Hill. Everyone just watched Bortles prolapse on the field like old time's sake. At the very least, we got to see a Chief punch some dude in the ass. You're supposed to say good game, Chris. It makes everything okay. It's the Raiders playing on the road against the Chargers. You already know what this means. It's a de facto home game for Oakland. Despite home field advantage and winning via refball last week, the Chargers made quick work of the old men on the Raiders' D. Philip Rogers was nearly perfect as he allows the Diamond Dogs to invade an opposing house and claim it as their own. Oakland once again looks like ass and nearly out of options after falling to another divisional opponent. Now only if LA could get the name of their quarterback right. 49ers, I must give you a hearty congratulation. You not only made what could quite possibly have been the worst team in football competitive, you willingly handed them chance after chance to turn this into the night of broken candlesticks. The Cardinals almost looked like a professional football team for once, giving Rosen his first win. That might be the most damning thing about San Francisco to date. Nearly every big acquisition over the past year is in the hospital ward, which is probably divine intervention for the mega douche. Your 3 weeks of relevance are over, Niners. Welcome back to the basement.
Oh no! We suck again!
You remember what happened the last time the Rams marched into Seattle? It was the beginning of the end for whatever bandwagon they may have had. Fortunately for the Seahawks, this was not the result this time around. Bandwagons returning are to be determined. Russell Wilson and company capitalized on several key injuries in the Rams secondary to rack up the score sheet. Unfortunately, they couldn't do the same to a certain Todd Gurley fellow. Even with a lead in the 4th quarter, Seattle couldn't do enough to maintain such a stunning upset. Don't worry, at least Michael Kendricks will shore up that D. The grudge match for last year's NFC Championship game looks to be a doozy. Both teams are coming off rough losses for differing reasons. The preseason hype for these squads need to be realized. It is. For the Vikings. With pressure to keep up with the Joneses in the NFC North, the Vikings got off to an early lead. Well, with the help of another case of the ref ball. Now we know if a lineman pushes a defender into the QB, it is roughing the passer. Glad to see nobody can tackle anymore. The Eagles have bigger issues, though. The offense shot the bed in the first 3 quarters, the defense is ready to be flagellated near Independence Hall, and the cherry on top of a terrible turnover leads to another painful defeat. Enough from me, let's go to a live correspondence from the Philadelphia desert.
Eagles beanie. Taste these motherfucking balls, bitch. You like that? You like that, don't you? Taste all these motherfucking balls, my nigga. Taste them. Taste them, bitch. Taste all these motherfucking nuts. You know what I mean? Ah!
I love how the NFL keeps pretending that everyone wants to keep seeing the goddamn Cowboys on primetime despite being mediocre as all hell. What have they got, 5 games on Sunday or Monday night this year? Yes, I love seeing matches like this. Boring-ass slop fests where neither offense can do a goddamn thing thanks to horrific red zone play calling. What's better than seeing the Cowboys looking completely lost with Dak under center and Zeke unsuccessfully carrying the load? You know what this game needs? Overtime! Because we need to see the Cowboys punt on the 4th and 1 in Texans territory. At least DeAndre Hopkins flashed how much of a talent he is and near single-handedly won the Texans the game. Yes, Houston, you have a winner in your town besides the Astros for a day. Even Jerry Boy is pissed at the clap for his spineless play calling. He may end up getting fired in 10 years at this rate. Columbus Day means a lot to people. It symbolizes a day off for all government workers and banks. And that's really about it. Today we honor this random holiday by paying tribute to Christopher Columbus himself. Relishing in the brutal and relentless slaughter of Indians. Today's victims are the Washington Shitskins, a team that fancies themselves the class of the NFC East by default. Little did they know that when the Saints go marching in, they have a scorched earth policy. They leave nothing behind. Drew Brees launches an aerial attack while New Orleans butchers the livestock and skins them to sell on the market. See, Washington, you finally realize why Kansas City got rid of Alex Smith, the greatest checkdown magnate of our times. He proceeded to flaunt his low ceiling by checking down everything to death, even fan interest. St. Breeze responds by scoring another touchdown. Well done. And now, a moment of silence for all those we've lost over the past week.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost.
The football gods show no mercy. Amen.
And that ball is going to be headed to Canton, Ohio. A 62-yard touchdown pass is the way that Drew Brees fittingly goes into the record book.